morning. Welcome to Pratt & Whitney Canada's Customer Training Center. We're happy to have you here, and we hope that your next few days with us will not only be productive and rewarding from a learning standpoint, but also the rich and enjoyable experience that a visit to Montreal can be. For most of you, this is your first time here at our company, at our school, and in our exciting city. So we felt that before getting down to the more serious business at hand, we would give you a brief glimpse of who we are as a company, how we operate as a school, and how you could get the most out of your stay. And remember, if you have any questions or problems at any time while you're here, just ask the training center assistant or the instructor. We're all here for you. Every few minutes somewhere in the world, an aircraft takes off and lands powered by Pratt & Whitney Canada engines. A subsidiary of United Technologies Corporation of Hartford, Connecticut, Pratt & Whitney Canada is headquartered in Longueuil, Quebec near Montreal, and operates major plants and engineering facilities in Montreal and Toronto, a service and factory training center in Saint-Hubert, and an advanced computer-integrated manufacturing facility just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia. We are the world's leading manufacturer of gas turbine engines for regional and commuter aircraft, with our products having logged over 80 million hours of service in some 150 countries around the globe. Through the combined efforts of our thousands of highly skilled and dedicated employees, our products have made Pratt & Whitney Canada the universal standard of excellence in general aviation turbine power, and have provided our customers with absolute reliability. Products like our PT6 turboprop. The PT6 is the most popular turboprop in its class, with models ranging from 475 to 1,550 horsepower. It has been selected to power over 125 different aircraft types and continues to dominate the market after over a quarter of a century. It is the #1 choice of the commuter industry, with over 2/3 of the world's scheduled commuter and regional airlines flying PT6 powered aircraft. It has been chosen for all 4 of the Western world's turboprop military trainers. The PT6 and PT6T turbo shafts have meant performance and dependability for civil and military helicopter operators the world over. Modified for agricultural aviation, it has proven its reliability under some extremely grueling conditions. And the PT6-derived ST6 provides the power at the heart of gas turbine packages for land and sea-based applications. In the early 1970s, Pratt & Whitney Canada entered the small business jet and trainer aircraft markets with the introduction of the world's quietest turbofan, the JT-15D, with a thrust range of 2,200 to 3,300 pounds. Renowned for its simplicity of design, the JT-15D's quiet operation has been a major factor in its acceptance by environmentalists and communities at large. The PW100 brought in a new era of highly fuel-efficient 30 to 80 passenger commuter and regional transport aircraft, as well as a 400-mile-per-hour class of corporate turboprops. Offering 1,500 to 2,500 horsepower, it was the first Pratt & Whitney Canada engine to incorporate air-cooled turbine blades and contain 6 major rotating components in a 3-concentric shaft configuration. And with the development of the PW200 series for powering light helicopters and small aircraft, the PW300 for future use in the newest generation of medium-sized transcontinental executive jets, and the PW900 series of airborne auxiliary power units, Pratt & Whitney Canada is continuing to successfully deliver the most efficient, reliable, and versatile power to a constantly diversifying range of customers and applications. And no wonder. Over $100 million a year is spent on research and on the development of new engines, as well as on the continued refinement of existing models. we also back up what we sell. We offer extensive worldwide product support, providing experienced service, technical advice, spare parts supply, a 24-hour emergency phone line for immediate attention to customer problems, and of course, customer training. Pratt & Whitney Canada has always recognized the importance of factory training as a key contributor to the efficient operation and maintenance of our power plants. And we've encouraged our customers to participate by offering free, specialized customer training programs on our wide-ranging product line, as well as on new products coming up. In fact, you are among the more than 1,500 mechanics, pilots, and engineers who visit our school each year. The Customer Training Center was established in 1982. It's a comfortable and modern facility equipped with up-to-date training tools and a team of highly competent instructors dedicated to achieving the most from every training program. Classes are conducted in either English or French and typically consist of about 8 people, deliberately kept small to stimulate a more interactive learning environment. Descriptive documentation and comprehensive training guides are provided to all students, and these are updated regularly to reflect changes in engine status. This theoretical instruction is reinforced by various audio-visual programs available to students wanting to spend extra time on subjects of special interest. The training also includes demonstrations on actual components, troubleshooting discussions, and the use of special system boards which simulate realistic engine problems for analysis. But perhaps the most unique and valuable aspect of the program is the high degree of hands-on training. The center houses a complete range of training engines and special tools, allowing students to perform all authorized maintenance tasks in a spacious shop area. Particular attention is given to instruction in borescope inspection techniques and in the use of diagnostic equipment and specialized instruments needed for routine checks and troubleshooting. And that brings us to some of our policies and procedures, things you should be aware of while you're at the training center for your own benefit and for ours. For example, when you arrived this morning, you were presented with visitor's badges. You should wear these at all times while on the premises. As you know, if you came in on the bus this morning, transportation to and from the training center is provided free of charge. That is, if you don't miss the bus. If you do, you can always take a taxi, but it won't be cheap. The bus leaves your hotel promptly at 7:30 every morning and will leave the center here every afternoon at 4:20. Please keep track of the time. If you see that your instructor is cutting it too close to the 4:20 mark, let him or her know and get yourself out to the bus. Incidentally, we strongly recommend that your flight out of Montreal at the end of your course should not be scheduled to leave before 6 p.m. because you may not be able to make it to the airport in time. If you're booked on such a flight, you should make other arrangements. Please let the training assistant know and she'll be happy to assist you. You have free access to anywhere within the training center building, as well as to the cafeteria upstairs, through and at the back of the office area. In addition to a 1-hour lunch break, there will be 2 15-minute breaks each day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. During your breaks, we invite you to relax in the customer lounge, where you can sit and chat with other students and have a coffee or a cigarette. Please note that the lounge is the only area where smoking is permitted. There's absolutely no smoking, drinking, or eating allowed in any of the classrooms. For those of you who enjoy a smoke after lunch, you'll have to have it in the lounge as well because the cafeteria is also a no-smoking area. And in order to keep our lobby and lounge area clean and comfortable, we would ask you to help our maintenance people out by returning your coffee cups to the little kitchen off the lounge for someone to pick up. Finally, a last word on policy. In order to receive your diploma at the end of the course, you must have earned a grade of 70% or higher. All the exams will be open book tests. If you'd like, you may have the maintenance manual in front of you to help answer the questions, so we feel you shouldn't have any problems at all. But since the programs are relatively short, we must insist that you be present for all classes. We feel that being absent for even half a day will mean that you miss too much material, and this will result in your forfeiting your diploma. Now, what about your leisure time? Because of the way most of our sessions have been scheduled, many of you will have an opportunity to spend a weekend or two in Montreal. Well, you're in for a real treat. The host of Expo 67, the 1976 Summer Olympics, and the Florlees International Floral Exhibition in 1980, Montreal's a truly great metropolis as unique as a fingerprint. It's the second largest French city in the world, a dynamic urban center whose rich ambiance and bilingual culture is like a little touch of Europe. Day or night, the city's full of life. Downtown, Old Montreal, Chinatown, it's all waiting for you. A veritable gourmet paradise, Montreal has over 2,000 restaurants representing the cuisine of more than 30 countries. From fine dining to fast food, there's something for every taste. After dinner, you can enjoy the sights and sounds of downtown Montreal's nightlife along vibrant Crescent Street, lined with its pubs, discotheques, and trendy clubs, a place to see and to be seen. Or for a more French flavor, drop by some of the bars and bistros along St. Denis Street, a little to the east. Public transportation is excellent in Montreal. Our buses will take you just about anywhere you want to go, but you need to have the exact change. Our ultra-modern underground subway, the Metro, is among the world's finest and most efficient. Each Metro station is a work of art, designed by a different architect and decorated by different Quebec artists. The Metro can also be your gateway to Montreal's underground city. 6 miles of pedestrian walkways connecting railway stations, hotels, department stores, restaurants, and hundreds of shops and boutiques. Most of our stores are open from 9 or 9:30 in the morning until 6 at night. On Thursdays and Fridays, most stay open until 9 p.m. and on Saturdays until 5. For those of you in the city for only a very brief stay, consider taking a Gray Line bus tour, an excellent way to see some 200 points of interest throughout Greater Montreal. From the downtown business district along St. Catherine Street, Montreal's major commercial artery, down elegant Sherbrooke Street with its expensive shops and galleries. Past the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, Canada's oldest museum. In Old Montreal, you'll discover the charms of our historic French Quarter while traveling over time-worn cobblestone streets. Its old world allure is a delight, rich with historic houses, museums, picturesque French restaurants, artisan shops, and splendid churches, including the Notre Dame Basilica, one of the oldest masterpieces of religious architecture on the continent. You'll drive along the St. Lawrence River, past the Port of Montreal, among North America's most important, and past the La Ronde Amusement Park, built on a man-made island once a part of Expo 67. Traveling through various neighborhoods, each with its own distinctive flavor, you'll reach the Olympic Park, the site of the '76 Summer Olympics and the home of the Montreal Expos baseball team. Take a ride on the funicular railway to the top of the stadium's tower for exceptional views of the park facilities, downtown skyscrapers, and the surrounding countryside. Just across the street, Montreal's botanical gardens rank third in the world for its wide assortment of plants and flowers. Here you can admire 1,200 different varieties of orchids and a collection of bonsai trees among the most diversified in the Western world. And to top things all off, take a leisurely stroll or a horse-drawn caleche or sleigh ride in our enchanting Mount Royal Park. From its mountaintop lookout, you'll see some of the most spectacular views of the city and of the beautiful St. Lawrence Valley. In fact, if your eyes are sharp enough, you may even see something of our training school, nestled between Mounts St. Bruno and St. Hilaire in the distance to the south. So then, once again, a warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate the confidence you have shown in us by selecting our products and by enrolling at our training center. In recognition of the rapid technological advances being made in today's aircraft engines and systems, we've designed what we think are some of the most comprehensive and up-to-date training programs available in the industry today. And we're confident that you'll find your participating in them a valuable contribution to the effectiveness of your respective operations. Please don't hesitate to call upon the center staff to assist you with your needs, whether course-related, for your travel plans, your communications requirements, for sightseeing suggestions, or for your entertainment choices. We're all here to make this experience as rich and rewarding for you as we possibly can. Welcome to Customer Training.